Whatever your reasons are for moving to another state or a new city, the relocation process can feel overwhelming. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, you'll be changing more than just your address. Besides a new house, you may also be searching for new jobs, schools, doctors, restaurants, stores, service providers, and so much more. And of course, you'll need to pack, make moving arrangements, and possibly sell your old home. With so much to do, you may be wondering, where do I start? I'm answering that question and so much more today. So if you're ready, let's go. If we haven't met yet, I'm Sue Singleton with Coldwell Banker, Seacoast Advantage here in beautiful southeastern North Carolina. Today, in this video guide, I'm going to outline 7 steps to help you get prepared, get organized, and get settled in your new community. My hope is that this information will help alleviate the hassle of relocating so that you can focus on your exciting new adventure ahead. So let's move on to step number 1, and that is gather information. If you are unfamiliar with your new area, start by doing some research. Look for data on average housing prices, demographics, school rankings, and crime statistics. Search for maps that illustrate local geography, landmarks, public transportation routes, and major interstates. Now, if you're moving across the country, make sure to research climate and seasonal weather patterns. And another great thing to do is to check the local newspaper and blogs for information on political issues and developments that could impact your new community. Now, you may also want to search online forums and Facebook groups relevant to your new area. These can be a great place to find information. Ask questions and really just observe local attitudes and outlooks. So, if you're relocating for a job, find out if your new employer offers any relocation assistance. Now, many companies do have a designated human resources professional to assist employees with relocation efforts, while others may actually contract this service out to a third party. Some employers will also cover all or a portion of your relocation and moving costs. By gathering this information up front, you'll be better prepared to make informed decisions down the road. Step number 2, identify your ideal neighborhoods. Now, once you have sufficiently researched your new area, you can start to identify your ideal neighborhoods. Now, the first step here is to prioritize your needs and your wants. Now, I've talked about that in other videos, and you can check those out for more information regarding the actual needs and wants process. But you'll want to consider factors such as your budget, commute times, the quality of schools, crime rate, walkability, access to public transportation, proximity to restaurants, shopping, and the overall neighborhood vibe. Now, if possible, visit the area in person to get a feel for the community. If you're comfortable, strike up a conversation with local residents and ask about their experiences living in the area. Find that most neighbors are willing to talk. And if you're still not sure which neighborhood is the best fit for you and your family, contact a local real estate professional for that area to give you expert assistance. It's usually the most efficient and effective way to narrow down your options. Step number 3, find your new home and sell your old one. Now, once you've narrowed down your list of preferred neighborhoods, it's time to start looking for a home. If you haven't already contacted a real estate professional, well, this step is the perfect time to do so. Now, a real estate professional can help you search for current property listings that meet your needs, typically at no cost to you. Now, for step 3, you want to create another list of your needs and your wants, but this time you're going to focus on your new home. And you want to include things like your basic requirements for square footage, bedrooms and bathrooms, but also think about what other factors are important to you and your family. Is it an updated kitchen, a large backyard, double sinks in the master bathroom? Narrow your list down to your top 10 and prioritize them in order of importance. Now, this will give you a good starting point to begin your home search. Now, unless you have an unlimited budget, don't expect to find a home with everything on your list. But having a prioritized list can help you and your real estate professional understand which home features are the most important and which ones you may be willing to sacrifice on. Now, if you already own a home, you'll also need to start the process of selling it or renting it out. A real estate agent can help you evaluate your options based on current market conditions. Now, he or she can also give you an idea of how much equity you have in your current home so you can better understand how much you can afford to spend on your new home. Now, your agent can also advise you on how to time your sale and purchase. This can also be very confusing. Now, while some buyers are able to qualify for and cover the cost of two concurrent mortgages, many are not. Now, there are a number of options available. A skilled agent can help you determine the best course given your personal circumstances. If you're planning a move to my area, please contact me to schedule a free consultation so we can discuss your unique needs and devise a custom plan to make your relocation as seamless as possible. Now, if you're relocating outside of my service area here in southeastern North Carolina, I can help you find a trusted agent in your new city or even your new state. Step number 4, prepare for your departure. While everyone considers packing a fundamental part of moving, and it is, we often overlook the emotional preparation that needs to take place. If you have children, this can be especially important. Make sure to communicate the move in age appropriate ways. And if possible, take them on a tour of your new home and your new neighborhood. This can help alleviate some of the mystery and apprehension around the move. Now, allow yourself plenty of time to pack up your belongings. Before you start, make sure to gather up your supplies, including things like boxes, tape, tissue paper, and don't forget the bubble wrap. Begin with non essentials such as off season clothes or holiday decorations and sort items into 4 categories. Those categories are take, trash, sell, donate, and giveaway. Now, to make the unpacking process easier, make sure to label the top and the size of the boxes with helpful information, including contents, room, and any special instructions. Keep a master inventory list so you can refer back to it if something goes missing. Now, if you're going to be using a moving company, start researching and pricing your options now. Make sure that you can get an accurate estimate of your final cost, so it may be best to have them conduct an in person walkthrough. Make sure you're working with a reputable company and avoid paying a large deposit before your belongings are delivered. Now, if you plan to drive to your new home, make sure to map out the route. And if necessary, make any arrangements for overnight accommodations along the way. If driving is not a good option, well, you may need to have your vehicles transported and make travel arrangements for you, your family, and don't forget your pets. Now, lastly, if you will be leaving friends or family behind, make sure to schedule final get togethers before your departure. Now, we can all agree that the last days before moving can be incredibly hectic. So make sure you block off some time in advance for proper goodbyes. Step number 5, prepare for your arrival. To make your transition go smoothly, prepare for your arrival well before moving day. Now, depending on how long your belongings will take to arrive, you may need to arrange for temporary hotel accommodations. We touched on that before. If you plan to move in directly, pack an essential box. Now, this is going to have everything you need for the first couple of nights in your new home. And this is going to include things such as toiletries, toilet paper, towels, linens, pajamas, cell phone chargers, snacks, pet foods, and of course, change of clothes. Now, this will help you keep from searching through box after box after an exhausting day of moving. Arrange in advance for your utilities to be turned on, especially essentials like water, electricity, and gas. And while you're at it, schedule a shutoff date for your current utilities. Update your address on all accounts and subscriptions, and arrange to have your mail forwarded through the Postal Service. And if you have children, make sure to register them for their new school or daycare and arrange for the transfer of any necessary records. You may want to have the house professionally cleaned before you move in. Lots of people do. And if you plan to remodel, paint, or install new flooring, it's easier to have it done before you bring in all of your belongings. However, it's not always feasible without someone you trust locally who can supervise. Another option is to keep a portion of your things in storage while you complete some of these projects. So, if there are no window treatments, you may need to install some or at least put up a temporary privacy film. This is especially true in bedrooms and bathrooms. And if appliances are missing, consider purchasing them ahead of time and arranging for delivery and installation shortly after you arrive. Just be sure to check measurements and installation instructions carefully so you aren't stuck with an appliance that doesn't fit or that requires costly modifications to your new home. Now, if you own a car, you want to check the requirements for driver's license and vehicle registration in your new area. And you also want to contact your insurance company to update your policy. And finally, if you will be relying on public transportation in your new area, you want to make sure to research the options and schedules for public transportation. Step number 6, get settled in your new home. While staring at an endless pile of boxes can feel daunting, you should take advantage of this opportunity to make a fresh start. By creating a plan ahead of time, you can ensure your new house is thoughtfully laid out and well organized. Now, if you followed my suggestion in step number 5 to pack an essential box, you should have easy access to everything you'll need to get you through the first couple of nights in your new home. This will allow you some breathing room to unpack your remaining items in a deliberate manner instead of rushing through the process. Now, this is important. If you have young children, consider unpacking their rooms first. Seeing their familiar items can help them establish a sense of comfort and normalcy during a confusing time. Then you can move on to any items you use on a daily basis. Don't forget that pets can also get overwhelmed by a new unfamiliar space. Let your pets adjust to a single room first, which should include their favorite toys, their treats, their food, and their water bowls. Now, if you have cats, don't forget the litter box, okay? And once they seem comfortable, you can gradually introduce them to other parts in the home. As you unpack, make a list of items that you need to purchase so that you're not like me making those multiple trips to the store. Also, start a list of needed repairs and installations. If you have a home warranty, find out what's covered and the process for filing a service order. Although you may be eager to get everything unpacked, it's important to take occasional breaks. Have some fun, relax, take some time to explore your new hometown for local favorite restaurants, shops, stores, parks, and other attractions. Now, on to our last step, which is step number 7, and that is get involved in your new community. Studies show that moving can lead to feelings of loneliness and depression. People who have recently moved tend to be isolated socially. They feel more stressed and are less likely to participate in exercise and hobbies. However, there are ways to combat these negative effects. First, get out and explore. In a recent study, movers were shown to spend less time on physical activities and more time on their computers, which has been proven to lead to feelings of depression and loneliness. Instead, get out of your house and investigate your new area. And if you travel by foot or by bike, you'll gain the advantage of fresh air and exercise. This helps to combat feelings of isolation. And you can also make an effort to meet people in your new community. Find a local interest group, take a class, join a place of worship, or volunteer for a cause. Don't wait for friends to come knocking on your door. Instead, go out and find them. And finally, be a good neighbor. Make an effort to introduce yourself to your neighbors. Invite them over for a cup of coffee, a piece of cake, or perhaps dinner, and offer assistance when they need it. Now, once you've developed friendships and a support system within your new neighborhood, it will truly start to feel like home. While moving is never easy, these 7 steps offer an action plan to get you started on your new adventure. Now, if you'd like to review or print out these 7 steps, you will find the access link below in the description. Now, it's important to avoid getting overwhelmed, so please focus on one step at a time. And don't hesitate to ask for help. In a recent study, 61% of participants ranked moving at the top of their stress list. That's above divorce and starting a new job. But with a little preparation and the right team of professionals to assist you, it is possible to have a positive relocation and experience. Now, remember, whether you're looking to upgrade to a home that will better suit your lifestyle, looking to purchase your first house, a vacation home, an investment property, or perhaps you're interested in selling your current home, let's connect so that you can stay updated on what's happening here along the Carolina coast and in all of southeastern North Carolina. Now, please feel free to reach out by phone, text, or email. And if you haven't already, I would appreciate you hitting the subscribe button below, like and share this video, and don't forget to leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, happiness grows here. I'll talk to you next time.